Okay, so let's look at our reactions review. So let's do the first two problems, and then we'll continue 3, 4, 5, 6 from there. So our first problem, it says 8 grams hydrogen reacted with sulfur. I want to find the mass of the sulfur that was used. First step is to write a balanced equation. So hydrogen plus sulfur yields, this is going to be hydrogen and sulfur together. Hydrogen's a +1, sulfur's a -2 and 2. Now I have things by themselves. If they're by themselves, you have to check if they're diatomic. Hydrogen is, sulfur is not. And so I now have to balance my equation. Well, 2 hydrogens, 1 sulfur, I'm balanced. At this point I would look at making my little chart. Again, not necessary, but it does help you figure out what you need to find. I have 8 grams of hydrogen. My solution path, I want to solve to moles, solve moles to moles of sulfur, solve up to mass of sulfur. And I know that moles equals grams over molecular mass. If I want to manipulate that equation, grams is equal to moles times molecular mass. Those are the equations I'm going to be using. So, I need the molecular mass of hydrogen. Well, hydrogen's 1, and there's 2 of them. So, hydrogen's 2. We need to do the math here. So, for the moles of hydrogen, we have 8 grams. There's 2 in this, so we'll get 4 moles. Okay, now I want to do my mole ratio. The rule is divide by the column you're in, multiply by the column you're going to. So this would be multiplied by 1 over 1. So it's going to be the same. The molecular mass of sulfur is 32. All you have to do is look it up on the periodic table. And now we need to solve. And so in this case, grams is equal to moles times molecular mass. And so you have 32 times 4. So 128 grams of sulfur. Normally I'd probably put the answer out here and that would be it. That's the answer I need. Okay, switching gears, number 2. Lithium hydroxide. So, lithium hydroxide, it's a +1 -1, reacts with calcium sulfate. Calcium's a +2, sulfate's a -2. And now look at this. This is not a special reaction, so it's just a double replacement. And so we have LiSO4. This is a -2, this is a +1, so I need 2 of these. Plus calcium, which is a +2, and hydroxide. Remember, we got to put the parentheses around them because hydroxide's a -1. Here is my equation. I now need to balance left to right. So let's start with calcium. 1, 1. Hydroxide, there's 2 here, only 1 there, so I need a 2 there. Give me 2 lithium, 1 sulfate, 1 sulfate. I'm back to calcium. Now I'd ask you to make your little chart. So grams, molecular mass, moles. Okay, we have 4 grams of lithium hydroxide. Again, not necessary, but sometimes it's nice to have a little plan for what we're doing. I need to solve to moles. I'm trying to figure out calcium sulfate use, so I'm doing 1 step over to the calcium sulfate column, and then I'm going to solve up. So I need to solve the molecular mass of lithium hydroxide. Lithium is 7, oxygen 16, and hydrogen is 1. Giving me 24 as my molecular mass. Solving for moles. Moles is equal to 4 over 24. 4 divided by 24 is 0.1667. Now, I might have to erase this, so I left 4 digits of real numbers that aren't 0, so I have an accurate number in case I have to clear my calculator. Strongly suggest that you do. I want to do mole ratio right now. So the rule is divide by the column you're in. In this case it's 2, so this is going to be times something over 2. In this column that I'm trying to get to, the coefficient is only 1. So I'm going to multiply this by 1/2 to get 0.08333. Now I need to solve up. To do that I need to find the molecular mass of calcium sulfate. Okay, well, calcium has a molecular mass of 40, sulfur is 32 plus 4 times 16. And we're going to work that out, so 72 plus 4 times 16 gives me 136 is the molecular mass. Grams is equal to moles times molecular mass, so in this case 0.0833 times 136 to give me 11.33 grams. And that's my answer. Okay, so notice, first step, write your equation. Please look to see if it's a equation you recognize. In this case, this was a synthesis. Individual things came together. In this case, it was a double replacement, double displacement. It's very likely on the test I'll ask you to name the reaction you're doing just to show me your mastery. With that, good luck. See you in the next problems.